Hi there, so I'm just going to give you a quick overview of all the different settings we have in Add to CRM, which may change over time. The first one is the floating button on LinkedIn. When we have that disabled, this button on the right hand side will disappear, and obviously when we turn it back on, we can see whether the person is in the CRM or not. It's just a feature that some people asked for, the ability to turn that off. So automatic enrichment on and off. If you have it off and you view someone in your CRM, it's going to show you the following screen here, which is, there's been no enrichment done. It doesn't cost a credit. But if you want to see a more enriched profile, you can turn it on here or in the dashboard, and it's going to just automatically enrich the person and get their contact details, etc. For the company record, some people don't want the company record added automatically when you add someone. So if you're adding someone and you have it disabled, it obviously will just create the person in the CRM and not the company record. The next section we'll do a longer video regarding, but it's essentially you can sync your DMs in LinkedIn for a particular person. You can see here, but we'll cover that in a different video. Finally, we have the ability to automatically sync stuff in your Gmail and Outlook. So for example, if I'm on Gmail, and I'll just close this here, we have these buttons here. If you click that, it's going to get the contact information and the company, and you can add them to your CRM. I'll just show you just now. But something else that's very useful is the syncing of threads. So say that you've got this person here and you want to sync this thread here. You can either do it this way, and it's going to essentially take that content in the email and add it as a note in your CRM, as you can see here. But the key thing that is very useful is when you are replying to someone, you might want to add the BCC email. And this is essentially an email address that the CRM typically provides, and it'll be something like bcc@capsulecrm.com. And essentially, if you enter this email and you do auto add to all future emails, it's going to just make sure that the BCC address is always added, and that just means that all future emails will be synced to your CRM. But I would recommend that you look at the documentation for the CRM that you're using. So this works for replies, and it also works for compose messages. As you can see here, the BCC which you set in the settings is going to be automatically added. And if I just refresh the page here, you can see that that is added there. Finally, we have the ability to add tags. So this is when you are adding someone to your CRM. So when you save the tags and you go to add someone to your CRM, such as this person here, when we add the person to our CRM, it's going to add those tags automatically. So once that's added, you can see the 2 tags have been added, which we selected, and they are also reflected in the actual CRM. So it's just a nice quick way of adding tags as you go. You don't have to do it in 2 separate steps. So hopefully that's very useful. If you have any questions, however, please do let me know. Thank you.